from Urbana High School's Oscar Adams Gymnasium. Tonight we present to you Urbana Tigers wrestling action here on the Tigers Media Network. I am Joey Wright, and I am so honored to be joined by Luke Luffman, Urbana High School junior wrestler and University of Illinois commit. Luke, what can we expect from the Tigers tonight as they get set to wrestle Mattoon?
I fully expect some hard wrestling out of both teams, and I just hope we showed up to the good Mattoon team here.
Definitely, Mattoon, a bit of a wrestling powerhouse.
Yeah, I saw on Matman that they were ranked 21st in the state, and so it should be a good one.
Definitely, we have wrestled them here at home. It seems like the past few years in a row.
They meet us here because it's halfway from Mattoon and Danville.
They just kind of converge here.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. This is the only home meet of the year for Urbana, so it's also their senior night. The seniors were recognized just a few moments ago. Of course, we do have the tournament that we have every year, that at the middle school in January. So, Luke, who's going to be the first wrestler up for Urbana?
I think they are going to start at 160, and then as other duels happen, they'll go up by each weight class. So, for I think it's going to be PJ.
Okay.
He's a freshman. He moved here from Chicago, and he's a real he likes to wrestle hard. So that's what we like to see out of those new kids.
Definitely. Patrick Jordan,
Yep.
I assume,
Yep.
is PJ. Now, does he have a wrestling background? Do you know if he wrestled at all up in Chicago at the club level or the middle school level, or is this his first?
He had talked about wrestling when he was younger.
Okay.
So I would assume he has a background of just wrestling in general.
Right, definitely. And, of course, that always helps because wrestling is not something that you typically succeed in as a rookie.
Yeah.
No matter how athletic you may be, it's just kind of hard to get the hang of. So.
Yeah, it's hard to learn that feel because you either have it or you don't.
Certainly. So Patrick Jordan due up against the Mattoon wrestler who is already on the mat. Chatting it up with our official tonight. Rather, I was looking at the wrong mat, Luke. I was looking at Danville and Mattoon on the other mat.
So
we'll be over here.
That's the JV mat?
Yep.
Okay, so.
The JV, yeah.
Oh, they're wrestling first, so they can get on the road after that.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. So here we go on our mat.
This is actually Elijah.
Okay.
He's a freshman here.
Elijah Rogers?
No.
Elijah.
We call him Elijah K, because he has a very long last name. Yep.
I see him there. That Keani Dekian, maybe? Perhaps?
Sure, yeah.
Elijah K.
Yep.
Up for Urbana here. And we're off. So, Luke, here they are. They're locked up. Both wrestlers looking for an advantage. Now, I wrestled my 6th grade year when I attended middle school in West Virginia.
Yep.
It's been a while since I've had to pay attention to one of these.
Yeah.
So I know what's going on. I just don't know how to put it into words.
Gotcha, yeah. Good shot here by the Mattoon kid. Countered pretty well by Elijah. Out of bounds here.
Have to stay in the orange circle.
Yep.
They'll set it up. And, of course, with wrestling, such a regional sport, all different regions have their own jargon and different moves are called different things. They're locked up here. See who can get the shot in as we battle around. And it's going to be Mattoon taking Elijah to the ground. And they're going to reset it. Yep. Who are you most excited to see for Urbana tonight? AJ's always fun to watch.
Yeah, he's. I'm not sure who the Mattoon kid is, but it's always fun to watch and encourage AJ when he's wrestling at his best.
Definitely. AJ, a state placer last year. I believe he finished fifth?
Sixth.
Okay.
He finished sixth, yep.
Okay. Obviously, you won the state championship last year.
Mattoon wrestler picking up the pin there in a minute and 4 seconds in the first.
And for Elijah, he had the lead with that prior to that.
Yeah.
2-0 lead, a slim lead, albeit, but that always stings a little bit when you're up and you get pinned.
Yeah.
Of course, when I wrestled in West Virginia, I only ever made it out of the first round one time. But yeah, it's never fun to get pinned in the third round.
Fun.
Who's up for Urbana? Would this be Patrick?
This would be Ariane Hart.
Okay.
Ariane Hart's also a freshman. We have a real young team this year.
That's what Coach Chabert said on the floor before the game. I spoke with him and
good shot there. Yep. Oh, he has him on his back right here. He's looking for the fall. There it is, the pin right there. Yep. That was a nice one right there.
Definitely. Took only 14 seconds for him to sink that pin. So nice job from Hart. And, that's what Coach Chabaris told me, asked how he's feeling. He said, we're a young team.
Yep.
Still trying to kind of get our feet wet, so.
But there's lots of potential throughout the lineup to be a strong team.
Definitely.
Very strong team.
Definitely. I like the energy we just saw from Hart there.
Yep.
Was able to get the pin.
We have a bunch of young kids who want to wrestle hard, and you can't teach wrestling hard.
No, definitely can't. It's one of those things that show up and work hard. You're going to get pretty good at this.
Yep.
By the time you're a senior.
Next up on the mat, there's going to be a Danville and a Mattoon kid. So it's not going to be an Urbana kid.
Still, obviously, something our wrestlers can watch.
Yep. Try and
critique, learn something from.
Try and pick something up.
And, you look at these Urbana freshmen, they want to add their names to that Century Win Club over in the wrestling room.
For sure, yep.
You'd have to average 25 wins a year for that.
Yep.
Obviously, more of those would come later on.
Ooh, headlock there by the Mattoon kid looking for the fall here.
Danville's on his back.
Yep.
He's going to hold it. He's close.
He's going to roll through. Oh, no.
He's got that shoulder blade on the ground, it looks like.
If he can settle back here, he wants to put his hips to the sky to flatten out those shoulders there.
Yep. And he's gonna get out of this. They're out of bounds, so they'll reset. Yep. That's got to be.
That's tough there.
That's tough if you're Mattoon because you had him there. I mean, just have to hold on for a second longer.
He's gonna let him up here. Try and see if he can't take him down again. Yep. Nice little shot there. Going for that trip.
I like the energy from Mattoon, but Danville's a fighter here.
Yep. He's gonna try and knee pound in here. See if he can't get his head up in his back straight. Ref's gonna stalemate it there.
Yep. Who I believe Mattoon would be the home team here. The Tigers on the scoreboard.
Yes.
So they're up 5-1 as the Mattoon wrestler. Under a minute left in the first period. And a headlock here. And here we go.
There's your takedown there. He's going to start counting backs.
And Danville, I don't think he can get out of this one. You can see it in his face. He's struggling. Not quite pinned yet.
Refs holding three backs, waiting for him to adjust, shoulders flat there.
Yep.
We got 20 seconds left in the first.
Oh, and Danville's going to get out of this. I didn't see that coming. That's where you got to dig deep, Luke.
Yeah. All those long practices.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to catch him on his back. Not counting backs yet. 3, 2, 1. Time. He got a little 2 count in.
Yep. So Mattoon in the driver's seat, point-wise, 10-1.
It should be 12 after these back points, but they didn't put them up there. But anyways.
Yeah. So, Luke, when you're down like that, it takes a different kind of stamina when you're a wrestler than, say, a basketball player or a football player, because you're not running around. It's more of a strength thing where you've just got to kind of will yourself out of the situation Danville's in right now.
But Danville's got to start taking higher percentage shots here. Mm-hmm. But we have an illegal hold here. We have a full Nelson by Mattoon here. And it would appear that Mattoon is going to let him up here so he doesn't take the chance of putting in another illegal hold.
Right. Mattoon up 12-3, minute 42 left second period.
And that's good coaching by Mattoon, recognizing that his wrestler doesn't want to give up easy points there. He takes him to his back here. Looks like he has that head tight there.
Yep.
Shoulders flat. There's your pin there. Yep.
It took a while. I thought we were going to see that sooner than we did. And Mattoon is going to emerge victorious here in that one.
Well, it looks like we're going to have another Mattoon kid up versus Patrick Jordan.
There he is.
Patrick Jordan's up.
So Patrick, as we discussed, from Chicago here, his first year in Urbana, the young freshman. And if he can wrestle like Arion did, and show some resolve.
Yep.
Show some energy, rather.
Yep.
You look at the seniors for Urbana, I think Polycarp, AJ, and Caleb Schmidt will be the 3 to highlight tonight. Are they all wrestling?
Yeah, I would think so. Yep.
And here's Patrick Jordan. Both wrestlers looking for the bottom, and looks like it's Jordan here.
He's going for the go-behind here, yep. He's going for the go-behind. Ref's going to award two points here soon. Yep, there it is. He's going for that half Nelson there. On his back.
He is.
That's tight there.
Shoulders flat.
That's tight. There it is. Yep.
Well, Luke, I'd say he's wrestled before. That was not a rookie performance from Jordan. Patrick Jordan, he gets the pin.
Yep. Looks like we're going to have Caleb Schmidt up here next.
Schmidt, what weight class is Caleb in?
I think this is the 195-pound weight class, since I don't think his date to drop down to 182 has come yet.
Definitely. And these guys are big 195ers.
Yep. Looks like Caleb's going for that going for that, shrugging that off and just going for the go behind there. Yep, there it is. 2.
And here's Caleb. Both wrestlers trying to get the shot in. It's Mattoon on the ground. And Caleb's going to get behind him there. Nice move. So you got to try and take the arm out from underneath him and flip him over.
Break him down flat here.
Mm-hmm. And
he's going to call him
2 points.
That's illegal move because he did a full Nelson, and so Green's going to be back down. Give him another opportunity to turn.
So Caleb will start on top, and this is his first year on the Tigers wrestling team. But, I think Caleb's got the right kind of attitude that should make him a success by the end of the year.
Yep.
Kind of this hard-working,
hard wrestling.
Put your head down and go to work at practice kind of guy.
Yep. Should be back. So
they're close to going out of bounds, and they will. Football coach Ordell Walker in attendance here. I just noticed him. I don't know how long he's been over there in the bleachers, but he's taken the...
Real nice to see other sports supporting other sports.
Oh, definitely.
Since it's the whole community aspect taking place here.
Absolutely. There have been some coaching changes here at Urbana High School over the past year or two, and it's nice to see, new coaches supporting each other. Obviously, Coach Chabaris has been here
I think this is his 10th or 11th year here.
Yeah. A beacon of stability
has
been Coach Charles Chabaris.
Caleb locked his hands on top, and that would award the Mattoon wrestler another point, and he let him up. So the score is 3-2 for the Mattoon wrestler. A headlock there. He rolls him through there. That should be 2 for Caleb. Yep, there it is.
Nice job from Caleb to roll through it. 45 seconds left, first period. They're close to going out of bounds, and they're going to be whistled out. And, Coach Walker, back to him for a second, he comes from Bluefield, Virginia. That was his last head coaching job for football prior to Urbana High School. And that's only about 45 minutes away from where I lived in West Virginia. So, wrestling is pretty big in that region.
Yep.
He's probably been to a few matches in his day.
Oh, for sure.
And Caleb's going to get Mattoon to the ground. He's close to flipping him over, but Mattoon fighting back. And they rise to their feet. 16 seconds left here in the first period. Becoming less likely that we'll see a pinfall here. Nearly out of bounds, still in.
3, 2, 1, time.
Yep. And Mattoon up 4-6 heading into our second period.
Mattoon's choice. Looks like he's going to defer. Caleb will go neutral here.
I think I prefer to start on top. Is where I would choose. But
it's just preference about what you're best at.
I always prefer to chop the arm and try and go about it that way.
Yep.
And Caleb's got him on his back here. Let's see. They're counting it off.
Looking real close here.
Yep. And he got it.
Yep.
Caleb Schmidt the pin, and they'll win it in the second period.
That's a good way to start out senior night.
I'd say.
Yep.
I'd say so. The first and only match that Caleb will wrestle tonight. Of course, Urbana only wrestling Mattoon. So Caleb gets the win in front of the hometown crowd of Coach Walker. Mattoon has, I'd say, traveled the best out of all of the participants here. Oh, there's an Urbana crowd on the other side of the gym.
We are going to have Quentin Coleman versus the Mattoon wrestler. Quentin Coleman, he's also a freshman. It's also his first year.
That seems to be the dominant narrative.
The reoccurring theme here.
And it seems like both wrestlers struggling to establish a foothold. 20 seconds gone by.
Quentin will probably be looking to go to a snap to a front headlock, just going for that easy go behind here. Low risk, high reward type situation.
And we're still scoreless.
We're going to have technical violation, 1 point for Quentin because he was pulling on his headgear, and that is not allowed.
Yeah. Now, see, Luke, when I wrestled, it was kind of, I'm seeing a lot of guys lock heads here tonight. When I wrestled, it was kind of, we'd float around, kind of, and it wouldn't lock, and we'd just wait to shoot from, we'd be within tapping distance where you reach out and tap the guy.
It just really depends on the size of the guys. Like me personally, me being a 220-pound wrestler, I like to keep it in close because I am not the quickest.
Right.
And it's just style.
Style, weight class.
Yep.
Smaller guys, I would imagine, be more agile and more apt to a little more dodgy.
Quentin is trying not to get taken down here. Ref will call that too there. Right on the edge of the mat as they go out of bounds.
Now, if you're Quentin in a situation like that, do you try and kind of move out of bounds and get it reset, or that can get called against you?
Yeah, but it just really depends on the ref. Some refs call it differently, kind of like in any sport.
Yeah.
there's a 1-point escape there for Quentin.
And this is what I was referring to, and now they'll come in and lock.
Yep. Quentin has to be careful here not to back straight out of bounds, or else he'll get hit for stalling here.
And now they'll back off, adjust their headgear. They can get a little hot under the headgear sometimes.
Yeah, it's a little toasty.
Yeah.
End of the first period here. Looks like Quentin is going to win the coin toss. Quentin will elect to choose bottom. See if he can't get his quick escape here.
And especially when you got long hair. The Mattoon wrestler, he's got about as long a head of hair as you'll ever see for a wrestler.
Yeah.
Because you want to keep it short.
They make you cut it if it goes past your eyebrows.
Yep.
Just for sort of cleanliness.
Cleanliness and also, holding.
Yeah.
You don't want to let the other wrestler get a grip.
Because whether or not we like to acknowledge it, there are always those dirty wrestlers out there.
Oh, yeah, well, and it's not always on purpose either.
Yeah,
sometimes
it's just accidental.
Just fighting and going for it.
Pretty good action out of both wrestlers here, trying to get the go behind. Yep, that's 2 takedowns for Quentin. Quentin's looking for that half Nelson here, trying to catch him on his back.
He's just got to push him over, and the Mattoon wrestler's going to stay on his stomach.
Yep. If I were the Mattoon wrestler, I'd try and work my arms back under me and just try and slowly work back up to see if I can't get this escape going into the third period.
Let's see. Quentin's not an easy guy to move, so the right attack would be to.
They're going to stalemate that because neither wrestler were trying to advance the position there.
Definitely, and that's kind of where practices come into play. That's why you work to be able to find the grind and get out of a situation like that or capitalize on a situation like that.
Figuring out what works best for you.
Yep. Quentin starts on top here.
Yep. Just over 30 seconds here.
Mattoon up 5-2.
No, Quentin's up 5-2.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
I keep forgetting that Urbana is not Tigers on the scoreboard.
Which doesn't make much sense. Quentin with 15 seconds left, trying not to give up this reversal here.
Ooh, almost
He's wrestling through it.
Back.
Oh, there's the reversal there.
2 points for the Green Wave. And make it 3 here. And 4 points. And that ends the second. So what do you do if you're Quentin here entering the third period down 1?
So I would just try and get this takedown here because the Mattoon wrestler elected to go neutral here, thinking that he can take him down again to kind of close out this match. Both wrestlers appear to be tired here. There's been nope, never mind. It looks like Quentin's still winning. They changed the scoreboard.
Gotcha. So Quentin up now, 4-5.
Quentin just trying to snap here and get that easy go behind.
Quentin took a shot. It was blocked.
Yep. This has been a real back and forth match too.
Definitely. These are the fun ones.
Those barn burners.
Right.
Going down to the last possible tick.
Essentially the equivalent of the Urbana Centennial basketball game last night. That was a fun one.
Yeah. He's going for the go behind here. Oh, Mattoon wrestler gets on his legs.
What do you do if you're Quentin here?
Quentin,
you drive?
You would want to kick your legs back and just try and flatten him out. Quentin's going to give up the takedown here. So if I were him, I would go quick stand up here just so this guy doesn't wear on him and get him not nice and tired.
Oh, he's almost on his back, and he's on his back. He's fighting out of it. He's going to roll over underneath him.
Ref awarding 2 points for near fall. He needs to go for a little takedown. No, not takedown. Escape and try and get a takedown.
30 seconds left. He's on his knees. He's close. And the Mattoon wrestler bearing down, digging
Broken back
in.
down, yep.
As we have quite the crowd for Mattoon cheering for the action on the other mat.
We'll move to that mat soon.
Yeah. Five seconds left, and it looks like Mattoon's got this one.
Locked hands, though. And he cut him.
1 point for...
Wait. So is it 8-7? 8-7 with one
8-6, it looks like.
So if it was 8-5 and then he locked his hands and then he let him up, that would be 8-7. Man, they need to get someone on the scoreboard over there.
Can't tell who's operating it right now. It looks like that might be Tyler Mead for
that
the other mat.
That one, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who it is for the mat we're watching.
Desi?
Doesn't look.
I don't know.
Desi's sitting kind of far back.
Okay, so we'll have John. It looks like John Ball. Yep, John Ball versus the Mattoon wrestler for our JV match here.
Yep. John Ball, is he a freshman?
He's a freshman.
No.
Freshman, first-year kid.
Oh, man. Who is it? It seems like you're either a freshman or a senior is what we've seen tonight. A few sophomores I'm seeing here on the roster.
Yeah, couple. 2 takedown here by the Mattoon wrestler. He's going to go ahead and cut him here and see if he can't do it again.
And this, of course, a lighter weight class.
This
you can just see the increased agility. And
this is probably 132, 132 maybe.
Yep.
Good shot there by Mattoon, looking to swim that hand and secure the takedown here. He's going to go ahead, cut him again, and see if he can't get 3 in a row now.
Great job here from Ball. And you just see with these smaller weight classes, they're spinning around.
Yep, they're doing a lot.
Ball's on his back here. Yep. One shoulder blade to the mat.
Headlocked him here. It's going
to be close.
Yeah, it's close. Oh,
he got the other shoulder up.
He's going to try and roll through here.
Can't quite do it.
Oh, it's close.
55 seconds left in the period in the pin. I like the energy, though.
Yeah, there are some really, really tough kids who like to wrestle hard.
Yeah. And John Ball, one of them, goes in a little fist bump with the Mattoon coach.
We have Jesse Godwin. Jesse Godwin wrestling heavyweight for us. He wrestled last year. It was his first year last year, and I'm glad to see him back this year.
Definitely. A lot of people try wrestling out. It's just one of those things to say they did in their high school career, but it's nice to see someone like Godwin come out and stick it out. Is he a sophomore or a
He's
junior?
a junior this year. He's same as me.
Yep.
They need to fix the clock, though, because they only have a minute up. There you go.
There's the 2. Pretty good action from the Mattoon crowd.
Yeah.
They got pretty loud a few moments ago.
Yep, they were cheering on what looks to be their 113-pounder here.
It's Godwin here. This is against Danville, not Mattoon.
Yep, Danville.
Danville has stepped over to wrestle Jesse.
Both wrestlers seem to be head fighting and hand fighting tough here. Trying to advance the position here.
As they disengage.
Yep.
A reminder, our next broadcast next week, December 14th, it's Tigers girls basketball on the Tigers Media Network. That one at 7:30. I don't know who the opponent is, but someone's coming to town to face Coach Menig and the Tigers girls basketball team. Godwin and Danville still scoreless here. And
go behind here. 2 takedown awarded to Jesse on the go behind there. Off the shot of the Danville kid.
how do you see? Godwin's going to go for the leg and just try and roll him over like that.
In this situation, you would want to kind of work back into the center of the mat so you don't lose this broken down base position here, since that's what you want when you're about to turn a guy.
And is that how you would go about that? Just kind of get behind him and drive him back?
Drive him back in, yep. Ref's counting here.
He's got one shoulder blade on the ground. It's Danville.
But he's not – he hasn't broke 90 degrees yet.
Nope.
So start the count.
He's close.
He is real close.
I'd say he's broken 90, and they're going to start counting that off really soon.
That's close to a fall. Time. There's the end of the period. Oh, you hate when that happens.
Saved by the bell was Danville.
Gotta hate when that happens.
But he does enter the second period with the momentum.
Yep. It should be 5-0. Looks like Jesse's bleeding near, possibly his forehead. Yep.
Looks like the forehead has opened up, and trainer from Carl goes over to take a look, and an assistant coach as well, it looks like. Definitely great to see them taking care of that.
Looks like the Danville wrestlers getting coached up here. On how he's gonna try and get out of this 5-point hole here.
Now, based on what we saw in the first period, it's Jesse's choice, correct? Or
it would depend on the coin flip.
Oh, okay. But if you're Jesse, would you prefer to start on top, or?
I would go on the bottom position because I'm fairly comfortable.
Okay.
And confident in my ability to get up. And that's really kind of a guaranteed point.
Definitely an interesting perspective.
Yep.
I'd figure with how he had them, the position they were in most of that first period, I'd go on the top and just try and keep him down.
See if you can't catch him on his back there.
Yeah. Just chop that arm and see what happens.
Go for that half.
As they're still attending to Jesse here. Forehead opened up at the end of the first period. And here goes the coin flip.
Looks like
Jesse's choice.
Yep. Looks like Jesse's calling for top here.
Yep.
He's going to defer though because of a suggestion from Coach T there.
Now, how involved is Coach Traveris in a decision like that? Does he kind of advise you towards your strength?
Yeah, he always wants to put us in the best position to win, and regardless of whether that's top, bottom, neutral.
And they do choose neutral here.
Yep. I know I always look to Traveris for
advice.
Yep.
Because the coach on the sidelines has a better view of how the match is going, kind of an outside perspective.
Yep.
So I guess Coach Traveris advised Jesse to take a neutral stance here, just hoping to see perhaps if he could recapture the magic of the first period.
Yeah. See if he can't catch him on his back again.
Definitely here, as they're locked up.
It would look like Danville wrestlers trying to get a lock there to see if he can't headlock him and even out the match again. But it would look like Jesse's about to get this go behind here. Yep, two awarded to Jesse. He's looking to roll over that wrist and get that half secured there.
Let's see, we got 40 seconds left in the second.
As this period comes to an end, I'm curious to see what the Danville coaches are going to tell their wrestler to do. Whether he's going to go bottom and try not to get pinned, or he's going to go on his feet and see if he can't get a takedown of his own.
Well, how true would the statement be that for Danville, well, here we'll hold that thought as we got 10 seconds left in the period. And
he's still counting off backs here.
almost identical to how we saw the last period end. 4 seconds,
it's close,
3 seconds.
Close.
We got 2 on the board and 1, and he's not going to get it.
All right, so score will be 10-0 here.
Now, how true would the statement be that Jesse, the only way he can lose essentially would be via the pin?
I would say that is a pretty valid statement because it's going to take a lot of takedowns to
just not that much time left on the board, and the way it's gone, you've got to figure Jesse's in the driver's seat. And
Jesse chose top here. So see if he can't put him on his back and finish the match how it started.
Just got to chop the arm and see. That would be the most effective way to try and he does just that.
And there he goes.
Let's see.
He's going for that half on that left side.
He's got the arm. Now he's just got to flip him over. Well, he's lost the arm, I think. He's going to try and go for the other arm. And now he's going to try and drive him towards his back here.
They're going to pull Nelson there by Jesse.
Perhaps costly, but he's still got a 9-point lead with 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
Jesse looks to be going for that cradle there. See if he can't rock him back and get a quick count there.
And with 1 minute and 5 left, if you're Jesse here, do you just kind of play it conservatively and try and maybe just keep him in this position as long as you can, or?
I would try and get a couple more backs here, but if worst case scenario he just rides him out on top, that won't be a bad way. But there he goes, trying to get that count again.
He's close, and we've been here twice before. Now a third time.
It would be pretty big if he could get that pin there. He's real close too.
He's been close all match. He's just trying to kind of use his shoulder and elbow as leverage. See if he can get that blade down, and he did it. Delayed gratification, but Jesse's going to get the pin with 22 seconds left in the third. Better late than never.
Yeah.
And, great fight from the Danville wrestler.
Yeah, he never stopped wrestling. Never stopped wrestling.
That's what you like to see. You can coach that.
Yep.
So
looks like we're going to have a 220 match here with Quentin Coleman going again. That's not uncommon for kids to get more than one match in on the JV level.
Definitely, and this is why you practice. This is where you got to dig deep and use what you've practiced, because this is a hard sport to do once in a night, let alone twice in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Coleman against Danville, we're underway. Coleman in a different singlet than a lot of the other Tigers are. Is this the JV singlet, or it's just a few different ones that Urbana uses, or
that's what fit him best.
Okay.
It's all about comfort when you're out there.
Absolutely, and you see some wrestlers they'll come out in these compression short sort of things under their singlets. That's what I always preferred. It makes it easier on your knees when you're shooting around and trying to
take down there by Danville with 1 minute and 7 seconds left in this first period.
Well, I would always practice in sweatpants just because it was
keeping your knees fresh.
Yep. Yeah, it was a good way to work a little harder too.
Yep. And
make weight.
Yeah. they went out of bounds there with 46 seconds left in the first period here. Danville leading by the 2-point takedown.
Coleman's going to start from the bottom. There's a Danville parent cheering his kid on the other mat, but that's nice to.
Oh, Coleman on his back here.
This is going to be tough for Quinn to get out of.
Real tough here.
And he's pinned.
Yep. But it's losing is a part of the sport.
Oh, absolutely.
You learn more from a loss than you do a win.
Mm-hmm.
And that just gives him fuel for the next couple weeks.
Yeah. Think about, I'm sure in practice he'll refer to what happened against the Danville wrestler tonight and learn from it. And let's see who's up.
I don't know how many more JV matches we're going to have. That may have been the last one.
So then, how many varsity wrestlers do we have?
There are 14 weight classes, I believe, and I think we have 3 or 4 forfeits. So we're only missing 3 or 4 spots, which is better than we've had in past years.
Definitely. Just looking at the roster sheet here, a pretty big team.
Yeah, we have a lot more kids than we had my freshman year.
Yeah. It seems like we've done this a few times and we've been out of here about a half hour.
Yeah, because it's forfeits and it's kids getting pinned.
Yep.
It looks like the Tigers are going to go back into the wrestling room just to get refocused.
And indeed, Luke, when I wrestled my freshman year, my record was 10-37. The 10 wins were all forfeits because I made weight and the other kid didn't. And that's how you got to do it sometimes.
Those forfeits still count as wins, though.
Count in the win column.
Yep.
And it's such a valuable thing you can do. If just making weight can oftentimes really help your team out.
Yep. Because if you have a kid that makes weight and then their kid doesn't make weight, it's virtually getting a pin for your team.
Yep. 6 points.
Yep.
To the team score. Danville and Mattoon go at it on the other mat. Coach Chabaris walking into the wrestling room for the Tigers. He's gonna. Well, what's Coach T telling his team right now? Telling your team right now? Is he just?
I would say he is. It's going to be a mixture of good job coming out and wrestling hard.
Yep.
And that we have to continually transition that into the Mattoon duel here.
Yep. It looks like I'm trying to find how many more wrestlers we've got up for Mattoon and Danville.
So,
it should be towards the end,
yeah,
I would imagine.
They started at 60 also, so I think Anthony Turner, which is the Danville wrestler, I've wrestled with him on a couple dual teams. He, I think he's at either 26 or 32. So maybe 3 or 4 more matches left.
As they get set to go. Athletic Director Steve Waller in attendance tonight. And your father, Chris Luffman, a dean. There is a freshman girls basketball game going on in the small gym.
And they're playing Bloomington, right?
I believe so. Bloomington or Rantoul, but I think it's Bloomington, yes. So we see these two guys going at it. A little harder to get invested into a Mattoon-Danville matchup, but still looks like a pretty good match going on.
Yep, looks like they're having a pretty back and forth duel here. There's the pin by Anthony Turner. He was a state qualifier last year for Danville. One of either 2 or 3.
And he gets the win. I think I saw the coach for Hoopston today in a gas station.
Yeah?
I was at the Circle K by my house. I saw someone come in wearing a Corn Jerkers wrestling jacket, and I didn't ask him if he was the coach or a parent or what, whatever he was, but just nice to run into him.
Yep.
I mean, it's not that I don't know him at all. I guess that might be a strange thing to say, but
That's all right.
Always nice to see someone from the wrestling community out and about. Corn Jerkers, the mascot for Hoopston. That's probably one of my favorites. You look at local area high school mascots.
Looks like Danville is going to be looking for a throw here. There it is.
Ooh.
Big throw there.
Mattoon hits the floor hard,
and
the mat hard, rather.
It's going to be tough here to get it off his back, and the rest looking for the fall. There's a fall.
Couldn't quite work it out of bounds. That's got to hurt if you're Mattoon. I mean, he hit the mat pretty hard there. I mean, it's wrestling. It's nothing dirty, but that's got to hurt a bit.
Yeah. He'll feel that in the morning.
Yep. He's walking it off. He got up a little gingerly.
Yeah, but I would too if I got thrown.
Once the adrenaline wears off and the match is over, it's feel a lot different.
Yeah.
If you lost.
Yeah.
If you win, it's just like, yeah.
And even when you win, sometimes.
Well.
It just depends on the level of wrestling you're actually competing at.
Right. Well, and Luke, you've wrestled at the state level, and in fact won a state championship last year. So, what's the difference like competing on the floor of the State Farm Center as opposed to here? I mean, I imagine that state title bout, you could take quite the shot, and then you get up afterwards if you've won, and you don't feel anything.
Yeah, it was an indescribable experience just to be able to accomplish my goal, and the crowd was crazy.
Oh, I'm sure.
The atmosphere was like no other, and I'm just hoping that I can repeat here.
Definitely. And I imagine once you've won a state championship, I imagine that competing for another one would be just a little bit easier. Same amount of hard work involved, but the experience would help.
Yep.
And another thing, when you're competing at that level, it's easy to kind of get a little complacent and say, well, I'm here at the state tournament, and then maybe perhaps not wrestle as hard, but you kept going and fought through it.
Yep.
How many matches is it at the state level when you get to the State Farm Center?
It is 4 matches.
Okay.
4 matches, and it's all based off of what you took at regionals. No, what you took at sectionals. So it'll be a first place wrestler from a particular sectional versus a 4th place, and then a 2nd place wrestling a 3rd place.
Gotcha.
And then it'll kind of pigtail into
the championship bout.
And
it's not single elimination.
No, it is. Once you lose, it kicks you into wrestlebacks.
Yeah.
That is after your kid wins.
Yep.
Wins his next match.
You can't wrestle back into competing for the championship,
no.
though. Yeah.
Nope.
It's
Third.
just the consolation ladder, yeah. It's Danville and Muhammad concluding their match. Urbana has taken back to the mat. They're warming up. Mattoon's going to go straight from this to into wrestling next, so they're not going to have any time to cool off.
But that's sometimes a good thing, considering the fact that it doesn't give you the time for your legs to get all stiff and then to have to re-warm up.
Yeah.
That's rather tough to do sometimes.
Going.
Yep.
Yep.
And that kind of transitions it into kind of a more practice feel, so it kind of takes away from the anxiety and the nerves of wrestling a match.
Definitely. We have 47 seconds left in the second period of this one. We talked about the hair earlier.
Yep.
This Danville wrestler's got some of the longest hair you'll find. Long and curly. There's not too much he can do about that.
Nope.
Just gotta put up with it.
Yep.
As they go out of bounds. And you look, different wrestlers go through different routines. Looks like that's AJ going through, listening to his music here and just kind of loosening up, bouncing around.
Yep. Getting that blood flowing.
Yep. Jake Meeker, are we going to see him in action tonight? Or?
I don't think he is able to wrestle today because he did not go to school.
Okay.
And you have to go to at least 4 periods to be eligible to wrestle.
Homesick, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Jake Meeker, one of our 2 quarterbacks for football,
Yep.
along with Christian Phillips. Pretty good quarterback for being only a sophomore.
Yep.
Or rather, he's a junior.
Yeah.
He's a junior.
Yeah.
Christian Phillips is the sophomore.
Meeker is a real tough kid, though. Tough kid in wrestling and in football.
Yep. That nice blue-collar attitude,
Yep.
show up, work hard, and grind it out.
Yep.
It'll serve you well.
Not only in sports, but in life, too.
Oh, absolutely. As Mattoon hits the ground hard. So who would be the first up for Urbana as we get set to battle the Green Wave
I
here?
think they're going to double forfeit 170, and so we're going to forfeit 170, and we're going to start at 82.
Okay.
With Tony Walker, and
Tony Walker, and then
he's a freshman too.
Yeah,
freshman, first year kid.
Yep. as we've, if you could copy and paste words, those were the words to repeat. Are we going to see Caleb Schmidt again?
I don't know. That's an iffy one.
Yeah.
Because he's the same weight class as AJ. And so I don't know. It just depends on what matchups Coach T wants.
Where people want to wrestle around. AJ would probably be more apt to go up a weight class than would Caleb.
Probably, yeah.
Although when you start climbing the weight classes, they get a little more spread out.
Yeah.
You don't see people going up or down quite as often.
Mattoon's always tough, though. Always tough kids.
Definitely. Mattoon's a big baseball town. They love their baseball over in Mattoon.
Yep. I have a couple buddies on the team on Mattoon's team that partake in travel baseball in the spring.
And they've got all sorts of fields over there, and
Yep.
it's just a good small town community. Mattoon and Charleston, about an hour away from here. 45 minutes, an hour. It depends on the traffic. Although you don't tend to get a lot of traffic on 57. It's not uncommon to be caught behind a train heading out to Mattoon.
Or swerving in and out of semi-trucks,
Yeah.
wanting to drive 60.
Ooh, Danville out of the gate swinging there. When are the Tigers in action after this one? Are they?
We wrestle at, I think it's Eisenhower?
Okay. Over
Saturday.
in Decatur?
Yeah.
Yep.
Saturday, so we have to get here pretty early to make it over there.
It's about 45 minutes over to Decatur
Yeah.
on 74. Well, would that be? I know you get on 74 and maybe get on, I don't know what, 57? Heading over to 72. Over, to Decatur. On the way to Springfield, about a half hour outside of our state capital.
Good shot there by Mattoon.
Yep. And these Saturday meets can be an all-day thing.
Yep.
Those are wars of attrition.
Yeah. My favorite part is when we start transitioning into tournaments.
Yep.
Tournaments on those Saturdays that are usually Saturday and Sunday tournaments.
Hotel rooms.
Yep.
That's always a perk of wrestling.
Yep.
I love staying in hotel. Because when I wrestled in West Virginia, we went to 2 or 3, maybe 4 tournaments, and
Yep.
it's just cool to spend all that time with the team.
Yeah.
You know, hotel room, a little different.
Build some friendships there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I imagine you guys go to a few of those over winter break.
Yeah, we always go out to the Lincoln one.
Okay.
Which is at Lincoln High School, and they always have pretty good tournament there. We usually pick up probably 8 or 9 matches.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Over 2 days,
Yep.
2 or 3 days.
Yep.
That Lincoln. Do they have hotels in Lincoln? It's a smaller.
We
where do you?
we had to drive a little,
Yeah.
but it was close enough.
Yeah. Beats the drive to and from Urbana every
for sure.
morning.
And we go to the Springfield one.
Okay.
It's the Joe B. Invitational.
Hosted by Springfield High.
Springfield, yep. Springfield, yeah.
My cousin wrestled for Springfield High
Yep.
a few years ago. He's since graduated.
They always have put on a pretty good tournament for the finals. They drop down a spotlight and they do all that Grand March stuff. That's always fun to be a part of.
Kind of similar to our tournament. I remember a few years ago they had some theatrics
Yep.
for introducing the finalists.
That had to be my freshman year when they
it would have been.
Yeah, turned off all the lights and spotlighted it.
Yep. That was a 3.5 or 4 hour broadcast, I recall. And I was a rotating door of analysts. You know, I think I started out with whoever.
Yep.
And they just kept coming. I think Cameron Chisholm and Gage Kurtner were two guys that joined me. And I think Jeremy Rumsey was on the mic for a little bit, too. I don't remember who. I started out doing it with Rumsey. And then I think Chisholm or Gage came in, and I don't know what order, but it's pretty fun.
I would imagine it's kind of fun to change up your broadcasting partners every once in a while.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, you're absolutely rather. Obviously, Miller Calhoun was a great asset to have for basketball games. Now he's on the team. Still looking for anyone to fill that color commentator role if anyone out there is interested. But Yeah, I've worked with Miller. Miller's a lot of fun to work with. Stephen Thompson always brings a colorful perspective to the broadcast. Commentated a volleyball game with Ariel Scott, who now lives in Danville. Earlier this season, and Miller also did football. So
Yeah,
it was good. Knows his stuff.
Yep.
Very knowledgeable is Miller Calhoun. And yeah, but I've had several partners over the course of my career. It's I always appreciate seeing what different people bring to the table, different perspectives and whatnot.
Yep.
As Urbana continues to warm up. Hopefully this will be the final match for Mattoon and Danville.
I think so, because I remember Kevin Sanchez, which is the Danville kid, wrestled Polycarp last week, and Polycarp wrestles 52. So unless they're doing some strategic bumping of people to try and get the best matchups, this should be the last match.
I don't see anybody staging for the next match, so that's a positive.
Yep.
Another reminder, our next broadcast is next Thursday, December 14th, the Tigers girls basketball team in action at 7:30 on the Tigers Media Network. Don't remember who they play, but that is next Thursday at 7:30 on the Tigers Media Network. We covered them this Saturday, and unfortunately the Tigers were unable to hold on to their 16-point lead. They lost in overtime. Bit of a they're playing against Peoria.
Peoria?
So it was a Big 12 game.
Oh, so that was away then, right?
It was here. Peoria traveled here and played us in basketball Saturday.
And then we played St. Thomas More.
In boys basketball later that night.
You're talking about girls. No, never mind. Sorry about that.
Girls played that afternoon, and
Gotcha.
boys played that night. Miller Calhoun and Stephen Thompson were on the call for that one.
Yep.
Without me, my students have learned from the best, and so they did a good job. I was a little jealous because it was ended up being such a good game.
Yeah.
And that's all four.
Yep. Looks like Danville and Mattoon are getting ready to shake hands here.
Pizza and pretzels $1 at the concession stand, as they announce. That girls basketball game next Thursday against Centennial, crosstown rivalry action. So, wonder if the girls can put on as entertaining of a game as the guys did. That'll be tough.
I ended up traveling over to the girls basketball game the other night
at Central.
At Central. That was a good game too.
That's what I'm told. A 57-55 win for our Tigers. That's Desi on the mic.
Yep. Another announcement for pizza and pretzels.
She's a little louder with that one. I don't know if Desi ever added me back on Snapchat. Added her on with the quick ad the other day, and don't know if she ever added me back.
That's too bad.
Yeah. I'll have to have a chat with her here after the broadcast.
Looks like Danville's getting ready to go shower up and get on the road.
Yep. About a 45-minute drive.
Yep.
74.
Nothing too bad.
Nope. I always feel for a Danville and a Peoria school when they play each other.
Yeah.
That's about a 2-hour drive.
That's a long commute.
Straight shot on 74, but on a Tuesday night basketball game, you figure the game ends about 9:30. You're not getting back to 11:30 on a school night.
That's pretty late.
Yeah.
Pretty late.
Late and inconvenient.
Yeah. It's tough having to balance that travel and homework and all that family stuff too. Looks like we're going to slide on over to that, Matt.
Mattoon.
And Urbana looking like they're about to get things cracking here soon.
Looks like Mattoon's going to slide over to the other bench.
Oh, that's no fun.
I got to cross the mat. Last year, this dual meet ended abruptly. I don't think we ever got a chance to wrestle varsity last year. I wasn't here. Huh?
I wrestled last year, yeah.
Yeah.
I lost to one kid, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
There was one that ended early last year that I wasn't here for. It wasn't this one, but it was.
May have been the Bloomington one.
Yeah.
The Bloomington one?
Could have been. I don't remember. I didn't do comment. Yeah, obviously I wasn't there. I don't. Who came up to commentate that one with Jason Liggett?
I don't know.
It was someone. They did a good job. Whoever it was.
Looks like all the Mattoon fans are sliding over and getting a better seat. Getting a better seat to watch this duel that's about to go down. This should be a good one, though.
I'm excited. You know, you mentioned that Mattoon is a powerhouse,
Yep.
and you know it's going to be fun. A good test for these young Tigers.
For sure.
Now, Luke, and back to Snapchat. We took a selfie for my Snapchat streaks, and 11 responses so far. And, you know, perhaps a few of those are just generic streak snaps of their own right.
That's all right.
You know, at least some of those
That's a pretty good response, though.
Yeah, I would say.
I'm sad that I'm not down there for the little captains since I am also a captain. But that's all right. I gotta.
Sting.
I'm spending some time up here with Joey.
Right. I'd like to think I'm a captain up here. You know.
Yeah. You're at the crow's nest.
Yeah. And we're kicking it up here. We've got all this space to ourselves. You know, backs against the wall of the gym.
You could say we're in the best 2 seats in the whole house.
I would agree. I would agree with that. So Coach Chabera is talking with an official. There's a college scout next to us a ways down the row. I'm not sure what college he's from or who he's here to scout, but nice to
see that.
To see that someone here is getting some exposure. Yeah. I hope they did well, or they're going to do well. Unless they're from Mattoon, of course. You know.
But you always got to be a fan of good wrestling.
Oh, absolutely.
Regardless of who it is.
Definitely. And, you know, Coach Chabaris, his team, they're all very sportsmanlike, you know, respectful. So.
Coach always likes to say that we act the same regardless of whether or not we win or lose. You win with class, and you lose with class. And that's something I've always tried to incorporate.
Absolutely.
Is to be a good guy on and off the mat.
And, you know, there are moments for every wrestler and every athlete where things get a little heated, you know, in competition.
But that's just part of the sport.
That's part of the sport.
Yep.
And, you know, carrying yourself as high as possible, you know, as often as possible is a mark of a true competitor.
Yep.
Sportsmanship is a very important part of the game.
Yep.
Mattoon looks like they're, for the most part, settled in, and in fact, it looks like Urbana's ready to go here.
And we've already reported to the to the table, and we already have our wrestler out there, Tony Walker, who's wrestling 182 pounds.
And we wait to see who Mattoon sends out here. You know, the 182-pound weight class, special place in my heart. Blink 182, my favorite band, you know, same number there. So I guess you could say this is the matchup I've been waiting for all evening as we get set to start our varsity contest.
So we did have the double forfeit here, and so this is 82.
You said Tony, a
freshman? First year.
The narrative repeats itself. And he's a pretty big freshman. It's not too often you see a freshman come in at 182. As they're going to go out of bounds. And just like that, the first 15 seconds of our varsity contest yields a no score.
And because there's no JV match going on, we can have two officials on one mat, which is how it's like down at the state tournament.
Yep. And, you know, that gives you a little extra insurance. Make sure you're getting the right calls.
Yeah.
If there's ever a question, you know, they can confer. And
making sure we get the right calls going down.
That's how it's got to be. It's kind of like how at the middle school basketball level, they have two officials for the regular season. You get to the playoffs, they move to three.
But high school, it's three,
High school
right?
is always three.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Regardless. Although I think the freshman level, I think it can be two. But JV and varsity, always three.
And I'm not too familiar in the whole basketball officiating, but I would assume they all have different roles on the court, right?
Yep. Similar to football.
Gotcha.
And I'm sure these two officials have different roles for this one, but usually one official will trail the other two and just
line judge or whatever, right?
Yeah. That same sort of concept.
Yeah.
Just as here we see one official kind of roaming the circle, the outer circle, while one of them's nice and close here in tight.
Tony needs to be careful not to go to his back here.
Oh, he's close. Yeah, one shoulder down.
Oh, he's getting real
Both
close.
of them are down. And that's the pin. Tony Walker gets pinned as we start our varsity matchup.
So Mattoon, after this first this first match will be up 12-6 because of the double forfeit here.
I should keep track of this on my sheet.
They should put it up there, but I don't know if Tyler Mead over there is going to be keeping up with it.
They've been playing a little loosely over there on the scores table tonight.
They've been missing out on a couple points every once in a while. So now
they're over there just having a good time, you know. Yeah.
Eating some dollar pizza.
Yeah, and dollar pretzels as well.
But AJ Fox walks out onto the mat. He's one of my practice partners and good buddies that I've wrestled with for quite some time now.
AJ Fox, the 195-pound weight class, and AJ is probably the best Tiger wrestler we'll see tonight. Placed sixth in state last year.
He's going to be looking to snap and go behind here. If I were him, I'd circle to that left side. Or
the right
side, yeah. Lift there. There you go.
There he goes, just as you predicted. And they're going to reset it.
What AJ needs to do to keep this match going the way he wants it to go, he just needs to keep the pace high, and he needs to continue to put pressure on this guy. Because if you put enough pressure on something, it'll break eventually. Yep.
1 minute gone by.
Score 4-2 here with a minute left, like Joey said. looking like the kids club is making their way to support the Tigers during their duel, which that's always nice to
definitely.
have someone yelling your name. Double leg by AJ. Looks like they're going to be out of bounds.
Went
though.
way out of bounds. Yeah,
Yep.
Not much question there. And these kids can learn a little something from watching the best go at it.
Yep.
So definitely a coachable moment, and it looks like half of them have gone to one side and the other half are coming over to our side of the bleachers.
I just hope that they're all cheering for Urbana.
No, I don't think that'll be too much of a concern.
AJ's going to look to spin around there. 2 takedown there by AJ. We're going to have a 6-2 lead. AJ might cut him here, but I wouldn't with 20 seconds left. He's looking for that cross-face cradle there. He's going to pin that one shoulder down and cross-face with the other hand. Looks like he's just going to ride this one out.
Yep. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1 second left. That ends the first. You know, these kids club wrestlers are lots of fun. You know, I managed our basketball team 2 years in a row, freshman and sophomore year, and they because the basketball team often practices in this gym at the same time as they're practicing in the wrestling room. And, you know, they're running around, they drink some water in the water fountain. Occasionally, perhaps one of them will stumble into the gym out of curiosity. They're a pretty good bunch.
So, Mattoon wrestler shows down. AJ lets him up here. AJ looking for this go-behind here. Go-behinds are crucial, easy points here. He's going to let him up, though. Score is 8-4.
Is that favoring Mattoon or AJ?
AJ.
Okay.
It would be AJ. AJ has secured 4 takedowns and 4 escapes.
Yep.
There's another takedown. One of AJ's goals this year is to be the takedown leader, and he's certainly on pace
I would say so.
to do so. Looks like he's going for the fall here. He's going to try and suck him back. And see, yep, he was missing that count there. If I were AJ, I'd chin down or not, or just go behind.
AJ's beating his own drum here.
Yep. He just needs to keep his feet moving, hands moving too.
Yep.
Good foot fakes there.
Floating like a butterfly and
sting like a
like
bee.
a bee.
Yep. He needs to shelf that leg up. That's no points there, but go behind. Same thing every time.
He's getting close.
Yep.
Now he's just got to flip him over. He's got to get the leg.
He's going to try and hammerlock this and stretch this arm directly into his it would be right hip pocket, and just half.
Let's see.
But there's only 25 seconds left. Needs to cut him here. So
had to watch out there. Mattoon snapped up and almost got him.
AJ needs to finish his takedown and finish out the period the right way. And he needs to run him out. He has 12 seconds left.
10 seconds left. I think this is going to go to the third period.
Yeah,
Luke.
for sure. He better take him down again in this couple seconds, or else he's going to get yelled at by Traveris. There's 2 takedowns. Oh, never mind.
Traveris shakes his head. And
I would go down. Yeah, he elects to go down, and I would have done the same in this situation here, leading by 8 points.
And Luke, part of this situational, but AJ's used some techniques that we haven't seen yet tonight.
Yep.
You know, obviously, it all depends on how the match goes, but he's got to watch out here.
No doubt about it that this Mattoon kid can definitely wrestle.
Yeah,
he can wrestle.
For sure, he's hanging with the best of the best. AJ had to be careful there because he could have gotten flipped onto his back.
They're in a real funky position here, considering he's getting near fall. So AJ still has full control here, in air quotes, control.
Yeah.
And so
it's more like controlled chaos.
Yeah,
is what we're looking at here.
But that's all wrestling is controlled, like explosions of energy. Like you explode and then you just have to keep exploding.
Yeah, 21-8 here for AJ. A pretty high scoring affair for Fox. And you know, AJ's had his back exposed to the mat, you know, fairly often.
Yep.
And it's kind of going with the chaos narrative, but it's looking pretty good.
AJ just needs to needs to see if he can't get some near fall here. Oh, he lets him up. Man, it seems like whatever I say, AJ goes the complete opposite direction.
Oh.
AJ's going to go for this other takedown here. Yeah, he's having good movement. Yep. Finish that there.
That's going to go out of bounds.
That's out of bounds, yep. Oof.
Now, if you're AJ, I imagine you don't want to sell out going for the pin and get yourself pinned here. 25 seconds left, up 11 points. You just want to, or 12 points rather. You want to.
That was the two takedown there. AJ is very close to a tech fall, which is leading by 15 points.
Okay. Goes out of bounds, so he'll be up 23-9.
That's pretty close.
A point away.
Yeah.
Tech fall, is it the same as a pin? Or
tech falls worth 5 team points.
Oh, yeah, a pin's worth 6.
Pin's worth 6. He lets him up again. He's going to see if he can't finish his match on this takedown here.
Yeah, 12 seconds. The clock is yet to start. The clock is still yet to start.
Looks like AJ's going to finish this match out for the tech fall here. Nice job, AJ.
And with 5 seconds left, the official started counting that off himself.
AJ.
But AJ with the tech fall. So Fox gets the win.
AJ's tough kid. Nice kid, though. Very nice kid.
Yeah.
Now on deck here, or up on the mat now, is Garrett Branson from Mattoon and Michael Monreal from Urbana.
Yep. And real quick with AJ, football coach Ordell Walker's a few feet to our left. AJ, great football player.
Yeah.
One of the Big 12's best defensive players.
Yep. I think he was either leading or second place in the area for tackles, which is pretty impressive.
Oh, it's very impressive. And he had a similar season last year.
Yep.
As Monreal here down 2-0.
Yep. Looks like Branson's going to go optional start here. He's going to let him up there.
Oh, and quickly taken back down goes is Monreal. Nearly out of bounds. Mattoon working from his knees, going for the leg.
Looks like they're going to be out of bounds.
Right now.
2 takedown. Never mind. Two takedown there by Mattoon. It's going to be a 4-point lead here with a minute 24 left in the first period. Looks like Branson's going to cover him this time. He's going to try and work out to his front headlock here, see if he can't catch him on his back.
And they're close. And now this is where, if you're Mattoon, you got to keep working them in bounds, and Monreal does a nice job spinning out and stalling a bit there. Not called for the stall, but neutral position. Minute 5 left.
Michael's got to continue to work here.
As Monreal rises. 37 seconds are left in the first. And Monreal to his back. This is where he's got to be careful.
Yeah, with only 30 seconds left, he has to stay off his back here.
And as the Kids Club wrestlers are going back into the wrestling room, Monreal's hit the mat hard a few times. Obviously, just
Mattoon wrestler looking for the fall here with 10 seconds left. Will he hold off here? 6, 5. Pin there with 4 seconds left.
And it seemed like it was a long time coming. Monreal there just couldn't. Good fight, good effort, but couldn't hang on. There was a kid on Mattoon's team last year, looked almost exactly like me. I don't know who it was, but I saw the pictures.
Now we have Jesse up. Well, it looks like he's going to be receiving a forfeit here.
And a nice easy win for Godwin, who has already wrestled tonight.
Looks like Mattoon's going to get the 106-pound forfeit here also. So those will cancel out.
Yep. And tit for tat as Monreal takes the forfeit and Mattoon accepts the forfeit as well.
Looks like, they forfeiting him? Oh, look at that.
3 forfeits in a row.
Hey, look at Arion getting a nice little forfeit in.
He's got in the excitement, nearly forgot to fist bump the Mattoon coach.
Looks
And
like,
another forfeit coming
forfeit,
here.
Yep. We don't really have sorry about that.
You're good.
We don't really have many smaller kids.
No.
We have probably a 13-pounder, and then we have a 20-pounder. But our 20-pounder broke his finger at practice the other day, which
never nice to see. Now, if you're Coach Tabaris, why not wrestle Arion up a weight class, perhaps, and let him get some reps? Obviously, there's some sort of injury concern with that, but 113 and 120, not worlds of a difference.
It's all about kind of dual score,
Yeah, well,
because if it's like 6 for 6 instead of, it just depends on the point swing.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Often when you get to some tournaments, there's a situation where you perhaps could have won the tournament if you'd left half your team at home.
Yeah.
But
this is Johnny Lujano.
Johnny Mahano.
Lujano,
that's right.
And he's a sophomore, and it's his second year, I believe. Looks like he's in a tough position here, though.
A very tough position, very awkward position.
That is not a fun one.
There. He's a little shaken up after that one.
Yep, but that is normal there in that position. Looks like our trainer Megan's gonna come over and see if he's all right.
Definitely, and you get caught in a situation like that. His legs were on the ground, and his neck was kind of so.
Just not a fun one to watch there.
Absolutely not, and not any dirty tactic by Mattoon. Just
that's 100% legal there.
Yeah, it's one of those things
that you hope you don't get put in.
And it looks like, the good news is, looks like he's got a full range of motion of all his extremities, that sort of thing. Not too much of it. You never like to speculate, but.
If I had to guess, it's probably just a little stinger.
Yeah.
Just a little stinger. He'll be all right.
Next up, it looks like it's going to be Polycarp.
No, Will Brown next. Will Brown.
Where's Polycarp at?
Polycarp is swinging his arms. And
okay. I saw Polycarp. Yep. I thought he was next, but Will Brown, I see him now.
Well, after Will, since they always practice together, so that's always fun to have a certain practice partner you always roll around with.
And
Johnny's about to get up. There he is. Looks like he's going to walk off on his own two.
Mostly on his own power here, assisted by a little. And he's walking now on his own feet. Just
that's something you just hate to see.
Absolutely. Looks like they're having a laugh. Well, someone was laughing.
But Will's up now.
Yep, back to the action. It's Will Brown.
Yep.
Pretty even match here so far as Brown went for the shoot and couldn't land it. Now Mattoon gets on top. Mattoon driving Will into the ground.
Looking for the fall there. He's real close there. He looks to be virtually flat right now. He's real close, though. Oh, he's fighting.
No.
He's still going. Left's pointing at it. There it is.
Got
the fall. Yep. I'm curious as to what the dual score is, because there has been a lot of forfeits and just overall pins that have been taking place.
Yep. Will in my personal finance class, and he'll get credit for the loss. Drum roll, but looked like Will got a little beaten up on that. He's holding his ribs.
Yeah.
Walking off a little gingerly.
Another forfeit here.
Yep, as Mattoon gets the win. And here's Polycarp now coming out to.
Polycarp wrestling. Oh, yep, there you go. That should be Owens. Owens from Mattoon. I've also wrestled with him.
Okay.
We always called him Sweetheart.
Well, that's just, a team, all in good fun.
Yep.
Well,
Polycarp.
Sweetheart to the ground.
Polycarp's a tough kid, too.
Oh, Polycarp's a lot of fun.
Yep. He always wrestles tough.
Yep.
Very animated on the mat.
Very animated off the mat as well.
Too. Yeah. Just a very interesting character.
Oh, yeah.
I mean that in the best way possible.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. He's in my anatomy class.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
As they get up here, Polycarp with a 4-1 lead.
4-2.
4-2 as they have their point. Lots of motion in this match.
There is lots of good movement.
Yep.
And just overall tough wrestling taking place.
Yeah, Owens of Mattoon. Very similar styles, I would say, between these two.
Yep, one escape there for Sweetheart. Looks like he's going to go for a shot there. Polycarp, heavy hips, though. Heavy hips. Look for that single leg. There it is again. That's one of Polycarp's go-to moves there. Mm-hmm. That little drag to that little outside trip. Works for him against some of the better kids.
As we have 20 seconds left, Polycarp up 8-3. What weight class is this? 130?
52.
52.
52, yep. This should be one of the last ones.
Yeah. I don't see anyone getting ready to go.
Yeah. Which this went by pretty fast in comparison to the Danville and Mattoon duel.
Yeah, I guess we saw a lot of forfeits here.
Lots
in this
of forfeits.
Polycarp's going to start on the bottom in what looks like will be our grand finale.
Yeah.
Who's going to get credit for the win here? You've been
I would
keeping
say
mental tabs on this one.
That Mattoon is probably going to get this one.
Okay.
Because just because of the amount of forfeits we gave up and the couple matches we had, we gave up pins.
Yeah.
But this is a good step in the journey.
Absolutely, and a lot of our young guys at the JV level, they put together great matches this evening. Lots for Coach DeBears to take away from. And a long season, too. A real long season.
Yeah. Especially with all 2 or 3 dual meets and tournaments a week.
Yeah. We start hitting the grind now this time of year.
Yep. Especially around Christmas and around finals, since finals start next week.
Next Friday for Urbana High School. See if we can't get a snow day in.
Nah. I'd rather get out early in the summer.
There's that side of it, but I love myself a day sled.
Yeah.
I love sledding.
I would rather be out fishing.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'd rather hit the golf course myself.
You're a golfer?
I'm a golf guy. But fishing's a good time, too. (9-3) favoring Polycarp with 46 seconds left in the second.
Going for the little bundle there. Bundle drag. Double overs here. Polycarp looking to trip. There's another takedown by Polycarp.
Mattoon on the ground. Owens. Probably won't see a pin. Well, we might.
Never want to speak too soon here.
No, absolutely not.
Anything can happen here.
It only takes a few seconds to get the pin, but they both rise to their feet.
Yeah. Good hard-fought match, though, by both competitors here.
Down to the last 2 seconds of the second, and we'll play a third.
I would say it is Mattoon's choice, and I would choose neutral here, and he does so.
If you're Mattoon, you got to start thinking about going for the pin.
Yep.
Down 8 points.
You got to start trying something. You got to throw everything at him.
And just see what sticks.
Yep. Start throwing the kitchen sink at him.
And Polycarp gets the leg.
Going for the cradle there, yeah.
Polycarp's not going to play this conservatively.
Nope.
As he rises, he immediately comes back in for the
Going
leg.
for that little trip there. Underhook high there.
For the leg goes Mattoon.
Polycarp should be going for this go behind here. Just easy little two points there. But both wrestlers, tough.
Absolutely.
Tough.
Minute 19 left and Polycarp up 10. Neutral position. Headlock.
Potentially. Well, front headlock there. Yep.
Now Mattoon's going for the leg here is Owens.
Out of bounds. Clock's still going, though. Hey, clock over there, Tyler.
Stop it at 58, probably
minute
one, minute two, I would say.
That's all right.
Yeah, Polycarp's not complaining.
I think it's just safe to say neither wrestler is complaining.
No.
Especially with how this match is going at the pace.
Owens is putting in work, but it just doesn't look like it's going to be enough. I never want to speak too soon, but
he didn't put the takedown up there. There you go.
15-4 for Polycarp and what looks like our final match of the night.
Yep, he needs to keep moving there. Go out of
bounds again.
That's out of bounds there. We have 23 seconds here for Polycarp left in the final match of the night. Nope, I think we're doing a couple JV matches actually. No. We have to wrestle 60.
Okay.
Yep. So we'll have Latrice, one of our couple girls, who always roll around with us.
Right. And wrestling, of course, a co-ed sport in the Illinois High School Association. And
good.
Polycarp gets the win.
Good showing there by Polycarp. Latrice getting ready to rumble.
Latrice Miller. Showtime. Now, Luke, a little different wrestling. How different is it wrestling a girl than a boy? Is it just...
It's pretty much the same because she's trying to beat you just
same
like
objective
anyone else is. Yep. And you still have to wrestle tough there.
Yep. I lost to a girl once in West Virginia.
It happens to the best of us.
It happened. Oh, yes. She was a formidable opponent.
For sure.
And I wasn't very good. I lost to 36 boys and one girl. The breakdown of the competition.
Of the wrestling career of Joey Wright.
Yeah, but 10 wins.
10
wins.
Not too shabby.
Nope.
Going for the fall here. Getting real close here. Close. That's tight, though.
That might be a pin.
Minute 7 left.
Latrice is going to have a hard time getting out of it. She's going to try. It's close.
For sure, yep.
That other shoulder isn't quite down yet.
He's going to try and sit through here. That's tight. Oh, she's almost flat. Oh.
Man, it's the pin. Latrice goes down, but She did a great job fighting.
Fighting, yep.
Just trying to get out of that. Wow.
Yep. That is our last match.
Yep.
Confirmed the last match.
That'll do it. And they've already got the tape off the other mat. They're going to start rolling them up here.
Yep.
So, Luke, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you want, come on back.
Alrighty.
For any sport.
Yeah.
Open invitation. So, that concludes our coverage of Tigers wrestling tonight. We saw some great fight from our JV wrestlers and our varsity wrestlers. Our next broadcast, remember, next Thursday is the girls basketball team battles Centennial. For our whole crew, Jason Liggett behind the camera. For Luke Luffman, I'm Joey Wright. Thank you for tuning in to Tigers Wrestling on the Tigers Media Network.